What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Kenny Tarot YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys are doing amazing and hopefully you guys are doing well and staying safe. Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to ensure that you guys all realize that although life has its challenges and trials and tribulations, of course, life is still meant to be enjoyed. And I hope that every member or every viewer that's watching remember that in each aspect of your life, you are supposed to enjoy it. Life is meant to be something you feel passionate about. And you are meant to be doing things and being around people who make life worth living. It is also important to know that sometimes there are times in which you have to walk away from certain experiences or people due to the fact that the potential for you to maybe grow or learn, or maybe all that it was enjoyed, you've already enjoyed the most of what you could have enjoyed. And in order to get more enjoyment out of this experience or out of this life experience, it's necessary to explore other things. I say this all to say that this will be the last video on Kenny Tarot YouTube channel. Now, I know it may seem abrupt, but trust me, it's not. This is something that I've been going back and forth with my spirit team for months now. And I realized that pick a card readings is just a fraction of my interest when it comes to spirituality. There's so much that I research, there's so much that I'm into when it comes to spirituality. Pick a card reading only allows me to really explore just this much of it. So although I'm happy to close off this chapter, it still is a little bit gut-wrenching, I'm not gonna hold you, because this is my baby. However, this baby has fully matured. And there's not any amount of nurturing that I could do to make it mature even more at this point. The potential of what I could be and I can learn and I can grow from has already capped. It's capped a while ago. I've always enjoyed it and I still do enjoy it, which is why I still continue to do pick a card readings, even when I knew there was something else that was calling me. So as far as the future of this, it remains to be seen. Kenny Tarot YouTube channel will not be uploading any more new pick a card readings after this. Kenny Tarot, the website will still be up, and personal readings will still be available until they're not. But I just need to give that stuff to myself, or give that to myself. I owe that to myself, to really explore what else is out there. And when I said I've been going back and forth with my spirit team, it's more so that I was fighting not to stop doing this. Like, I wanted to continue to do this. They were like, Kenny, you know there's something else. And I was like, no, this is my baby, this is my baby, this is my baby. And it still is. But this baby has grown wings, and it's now time for it to let it go and allow it to just do what it does in the YouTube aether. So I ask that you guys just please just respect this decision of Fine's, and just know that it's no reflection of anything negative. I am so proud of what we've cultivated here. So proud. And although it was our own little bubble, I've grown, you guys. These 3 years that I've been doing this, I've grown. I'm a completely different person than I was 3 years ago. Even on a personal note, I'm such a private person. Me in front of the camera, that was never in my wildest dreams. Me connecting with people who I don't know, or have never met, or just putting myself out there. No, that was never me, but it is now. And I couldn't be even more happier. And this channel has touched so many people and brought so many people together, and I was happy to even be able to be that vessel for you guys, and give you the messages that you needed in order for this life experience to be enjoyable for you. So I am closing this chapter, but I'm not closing it with sadness. I'm closing it with pride and happiness and gratitude and love. And I owe you guys so much because of that. And I'm about to cry. So if you guys see any cuts, just know that it got too emotional. But I'm only about to cry because I think of you guys, your support. Alright. I think of you guys' support and your love, and just just really rocking with me. And I thank you. And I owe you guys so much because of that. I owe you guys so much because of that. So, just know that I'll miss you guys. And I'll miss doing this, of course, but this will always be a part of me. And I hope that Kenny Terrell will always be a part of you guys. So, once again, thank you guys so much. And let me try to get myself together. Thank you. Now, let's get into today's video. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't expecting to get too emotional. I thought I would be able to do this without getting super emotional. But I'm just overwhelmed with joy and love. Truly I am. And to be able to bow out gracefully and in such a way where I still feel like a winner, I still feel like a success, and that's only because of you guys. So, to further show my appreciation, here we are at the last video. And it's a love reading. And if you guys didn't know, my favorite pick a card reading of all time, the title topic has always been, who is your soulmate? I know that's shocking because I'm always about career, but it truly is. That is my favorite reading because I am a lover. Love is a very important factor in my life, especially romantic kind. It's the specific reason as to why I've chosen to open up my last channel with that reading, Who is Your Soulmate? It's another reason as to why I decided to open this rebrand with Who is Your Soulmate? And we are doing a different spin to close this out. And what perfect way than to end it with who is the soulmate. The soulmate as in the final, the endgame, the ultimate, the one. This is going to have you, me, and Spirit really look and really vibe with the higher self of the one for you, the soulmate. And we're going to check out who this person is, their whole vibes, get an accurate depiction so that you will be able to recognize them as well. And I believe also Spirit wants to give them the floor during each reading so they can have something to speak directly towards you. So I am so excited to do this for you guys. I thought it was an amazing way, the perfect way to close out this journey here on Kenny Terrell YouTube channel. And I know you guys will love it. So, for the last time, please do me this honor by choosing your pile. With pile number 1, we have clear quartz. Pile number 2 with the rose quartz. Pile number 3 with the amethyst. Pile number 4 with the carnelian. So, with that being said, you guys, please choose your gut and not your eyes. And I'll catch you at your reading. What is up? Pile number 1. This is for those who picked the clear quartz crystal, which, by the way, my nephew broke. Yeah, it's completely out of shape. No matter. But welcome to your reading. We are here to discuss who is the soulmate. The cards that they gave us are the Hangman in reverse. And by the way, shout out to, this is actually one of my very first deck. My very first full deck, because the very first deck that I ever bought was just Major Arcana. And one of my favorite, this is either the first or second one of these. But I bought this because this was supposed to be the anime manga tarot deck. That's what it's called. And ain't nothing about this art style anime, but I digress. Still bought it. This is the Hangman in reverse. We also have the 8 of Swords. We also have the 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. These 3 cards alone paint the picture a little bit. And we also have 3 of Pentacles. This is Reach Out. We also have Fire. We also have the Bee. We have Freedom. Sorry. I'm just thinking about that Nicki Minaj soundbite. Freedom! We also have number 49, Angel of Love. We also have Let Your Friends Help You. We also have Commander Ashtar, Call to Action. We also have Stepping into Power. We also have this card that we'll get into later, as well as we'll also hear from them, hear from the horse's mouth, a message from them to you. So let's get into it. All right, so first of all, pile number 1, I have to tell you, this person, they got their own thing going on. And what I mean is that their whole life right now, it's feeling like a dark night of the soul. It's also feeling like someone who, or what people may even refer to as like a midlife crisis. One of those type of things. Because up until this point, it feels I've made my life, I built my life to a certain point, and now I'm like, okay, and now what? But I'm putting it lightly because it's actually a lot more darker than that. With your particular soulmate, the one for you. Because what they're going through essentially is a spiritual awakening. For the majority of you guys, you do not know this person. And when I say majority of you, I'm saying 99.9%. And if you do know this person, the person, you don't know this version of this person. Because after this, they are going to be a completely brand new completely brand new being. It's like, first of all, I get a very successful person, but it spiraled. They spiraled. It was like all the success was built, but the foundation was never really sturdy. Meaning, the foundation of who they are. That's what they're rediscovering. And depending on the person, the duration varies of when that will be achieved. When it comes to the both of you guys, one person has been waiting for the other person. Maybe not like literally waiting by the door, like a package in the mail. But what I mean is that I feel like one person, they have their own life going as well, which I believe it's you, pal number one. But it's more so you guys have, it's like you guys could be mirroring each other in some ways, but what I'm feeling mostly is that you are a little bit more spiritually developed than they are. And so it also feels like you've developed to a point where you have been attracting this person. And you may not know it, but because of this calling that you've been doing, with some of you guys, I do feel like you guys have been doing conscious manifestation. Because of this calling, it did energetically trigger something to where this person has to wake up. And this person has to remember who they're meant to be in this life. Because the person who they want, who they're transforming from, isn't compatible with you. But the person that they'll become is. Let's begin. We have the Hangman. And the interesting thing about all these cards, even this one, these all indicate a feeling of waiting. But you're doing the waiting. And I know that's something that you probably don't want to hear. But they're acknowledging how long it's been taking. Yeah, it's been some delays, for sure. But this person is assuring you that there is reasons for that. The Hangman in reverse indicates for me that this person is really gaining insights, deep insights, especially about who they are, what it is that they want. This for example, the type of change that it's going to be, I'm giving you an example, and this could be relevant to this person as well. Like somebody who was non-committal, who swear up and down they were never going to marry anybody, maybe was a womanizer, or maybe just a F-boy, F-girl, and all of a sudden they go through this and they come out as someone who's only dating for marriage, who's looking for the commitment. Like that's a type of transformation that I'm referring to. They're going to be a different person because they're realizing that with the Hangman here, that there's other aspects of life that should be valued by them, that are very important. And it maybe took them some time, or maybe there was one traumatic event that they had to go to realize that. But whatever that was, it worked. And this is the process, and this is their own journey. And this is one of those things where they have to go on it alone, which is why spirit or the universe is kind of like, with you two, this is something that they don't need distractions. They can't have distractions. They're saying that the end result, though, and they're showing me the Ten of Cups, the end result will be, will lead to commitment with you. Well, of course. We also have the Eight of Swords. Once again, there's something about delays with this union, but it's this person. This person, they have perspectives, they have beliefs, they have patterns that are being removed, and we're reprogramming. Like, it's that type of reconstruction. Like, this is almost, I almost feel like this is also like a tower moment, where everything has to come down so that we can finally build it the right way this time. And that's not usually the easiest thing to go through. So at this time, they really can't necessarily see much light. But once again, this is a cycle that they're actually completing. This is a cycle for them. This is a journey. This is their specific journey. They have to go through this, because this is how they're going to evolve. The interesting thing about this connection between you and this person, there is heavy, I don't know if you guys see the red strings. These are like the red strings of fate. The divine is involved here. This person has a divine entity or divine being that is watching this, like overseeing this and really helping them and guiding them. They can't see the end game for this, but their helper, or this, I'm sure they're a guardian. It feels like a guardian angel. But they're leading them, they're guiding them to the light. But their purpose is to lead them towards you as well. And I believe you also have someone else whose specific task is to lead you to them. Interesting. But yeah, they're going through a very necessary process, and it's usually not necessarily the most prettiest process, but it does gain the more like prolific results, more profound results. Another thing that they want to say is that this connection is delayed and has nothing to do with you. Like, there's nothing that you could do on your end. Yes, you can manifest and all that thing, but this is already going to happen. You guys are already tied to one another. But it's more so like, don't think that it had like you doing anything in your life, doing anything different than what you normally would do, would have some type of effect to speed up the process. No, this is one of those things where this is their own journey. They have to go through this. And this connection is on pause until this happens, until they actually make it through and actually make this evolution. And also, once again, it seems like they're coming out as being a very more lovable individual and someone who does cherish relationships and cherish. It feels like almost like a legacy, and also cherish making a more positive impact on this planet in some way, shape, or form. This could happen by way of the children that you guys will bring about from this connection as well, because I do see children. Now we also have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is also my waiting card. This is also my indication that you guys have been doing the manifestation as well. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where fate is in control. Fate is usually always in control, but you know, sometimes you can be like, oh well, you can speed up the process by doing this. You can do it. Like this is not one of those cases. What I will also say is that you and this person will somehow enter each other's friendships circle, and that's where it will begin. It's one of those slow, steady type of things, but that's absolutely not a bad thing. I think a lot of times when people say, "Oh, slow and steady," that people are like they want that hot and heavy fast, and it's like, you do realize that hot and heavy fast don't necessarily mean it will last. But this is one of those things where you guys will absolutely build, and when I say build, I mean the bond that you guys will share. I do believe the bond has already been established, though. It's just about reestablishing. And when I say it has already been established, I'm referring to past life energy, which they seem to want to really touch on as we move through this, and I will. But the friendship will absolutely be familiar to you. Your soul will recognize it, because it will feel like, yo, I've known this person for a long time, as for them as well. And that's where it will start. That's where it will start for sure. But it's the waiting game. That's the game that you're kind of playing at this moment. And I know that's not that's probably not the thing that you want to hear. But I have to tell you, this person just really feels like, it just feels like if you were to enter their life right now, it could potentially okay, now we're about to sound like what is that called, the butterfly effect. It could potentially cause a paradox. I'm kidding, but it's something along the lines where it could really mess up what is already meant to occur, meaning you guys are meant to be together, and you guys being together you interacting with a pre-evolved soulmate pile number one, it could have disastrous results. So please be mindful of that and have compassion as well. Not only that, I know you also, I mean, it hasn't really been stated here, but I know you also have other things that you're doing in your life that you can focus on. But always keep this love in the back burner, of course. Now let's continue. We have the Three of Pentacles. This is you waiting. I'm so sorry to say that, but once again, the three hand is really, it's you, your soulmate, and spirit, which is, you guys have, there's a guide on each side that is like almost like how they're doing, We're doing okay. What about you? Yeah, she's doing okay too. Like, making sure that we are on track. They know when it's going to happen. We don't. But making sure we're on track for union. So they want to touch on that. Okay, so there is, this could be maybe one life, one past life, or maybe previous past lives. But the reason why there are two guides, I feel, that are assigned for this union, assigned the task of making sure this union happens, is because I do feel like there was a past life in which it did not happen, and it was supposed to. I do feel like it's relevant to what they're going through or what caused the spiral in this lifetime. I also feel like one of the I don't want to get too dark, but I do feel like one of the people, which I do feel like is this one, your soulmate. I do feel like one passed on before the union even materialized. And feelings, the feelings and the emotions still remained, although it wasn't finalized. You know what I mean? Even though we've known each other and we were supposed to make it official, things like that. But the point is, it didn't happen the way it was supposed to happen, and this time we are going to make sure that it does. So it's like you've been waiting, not only in this lifetime, but it seems as though you've been waiting across other past lives as well. And we also have fire. Now we're getting back into who this person is. We have a creative individual. We also have someone who's very ambitious. I'm getting heavy masculine energy for this person. I get someone who's actually quite successful, quite driven, and I do believe they built a life to where they've worked a lot. I see someone who's a hard worker, and I do believe that could have contributed to what the spiraling out is that they keep mentioning. I also get that this is kind of also a part of their charm. They are very charismatic. I'm getting a Casanova, suave type of person, someone who possibly could be non-committal at one point, or it just feels like this is someone who really lived maybe the fast life, and life came at them fast and made them realize, it's time to really maybe redirect this fiery energy of yours into something else. But they are absolutely quite lively. This is probably going to be someone who's the life of the party, someone who really brightens your day. They do have a lot of energy, enough energy to really lift you up in case you're feeling down. But also the energy that inspires, and someone who will really be your cheerleader and really want to see you succeed and see you achieve the things that you want to achieve, and they will help you do that as well. We also have the bee. I get busy bee. But the card says luck, industriousness, sweet victory. Yeah, see, I think for a lot of you guys, the spiraling out that they keep talking about has to do with them not achieving the balance that was needed. This is giving like the effect of what could happen when you do all work and no play, or possibly all work and maybe no social interaction, no love. And they found that out in some hard way that you need both. Because it feels like the material we got that locked down. But there's other aspects of life that is calling towards them. And it has to do, I feel like it's social, it has to do with love, it has to do with other things that make you feel they spent what feels like decades just working on the next thing, 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 working on the next thing. And never really took the time to really smell the roses or smell the flowers, just like this bee is doing. Well, this bee is doing a lot more than that. But, so to speak. So I also feel like they're rediscovering, once again, what I like to say, that life is meant to be enjoyed. And there's a whole section of life that has gone a little bit untouched. And I think that's also what they're going to discover something about that section that they will find passion in. And really devote a portion of their life to that. But absolutely, I'm getting like Jupiter energy, so absolutely quite abundant, very, very generous as well. Just like money is no object with this person. Like money it's not a problem. But there are other problems. Freedom. So with freedom, it indicates that there is maybe some sort of prison or some sort of trappedness, feeling trapped, which could also be indicated here with the Eight of Swords. I think it really speaks towards what they've been saying about the balance. The balance was missing. Feeling trapped in maybe something that they've worked towards for so long, or maybe worked in for so long, and they need something else. As you know, they're using the word it's to escape to, but I think it is also to say to balance as well. The dolphins in the background would indicate it's in something to be enjoyed, something to have fun in. They're like a leader. They're like a boss because they're showing me the Emperor once again. They're absolutely stable. They have the energy of a provider. That's their love language. They have to be in the position to where they are the one who maybe is needed when it comes to material things or things that needs to be bought. They are. That's how they operate in nature. And I also feel like they feel a sense of duty to that as well. This could be like someone who is the oldest of the family, the oldest child of the family, and always have to take care of the younger siblings. So they've always had to fill that role early on, and I get the sense that it's time to really live your life, at least for the very moment, or start living your life also for yourself. They could also have something that because they're showing me the Emperor card, so I have to also say that the Emperor card is the father archetype as well. So they could have children that they do take care of as well. But Spirit is reminding them that life is also for them to enjoy. And you have responsibilities, of course. It's not to say that you should ignore them, but we need the balance. And they feel burdened sometimes by these responsibilities, but they wouldn't if they had the balance. And that's what they're beginning to learn and implement. Here they are. This is the guardian angel. This is the entity that's working with them. It feels as though this entity does make themselves known to them. And I think they, maybe not like an apparition, but what I mean is like very, very obvious signs, very obvious synchronicities that's like unexplicable by logic, like would have you just think like that has to be like how can I explain this? Like you can't. Like it's meant to show you that you are not alone, that you do have assistance from the other side. I think you have this as well. Like their task is literally the purpose is literally to bring you guys together. That's the task. That's the purpose. That's to why this entity is on their team. Is what they're saying. And they will do that. They will ensure that this union comes to be. That we're not. This is not going. Failure is not an option. But this person is saying that they are making themselves known to them to let them know that they are not alone. Because this person does feel alone. This person cannot see. But once again, this entity is absolutely confident in their abilities. And once again, they're working with an entity on your team as well. So you guys are connected already. We know that. But in many ways. But this entity is also saying that this soulmate of yours is also almost like a reflection of them as well. Extremely loving, the soulmate of yours. And once again, I do believe that the way that they show it is by being a provider, being a protector. But it's like, okay, but it's okay for you to sometimes lean on people when like you don't always have to be the hero. It's okay if you want to lean on someone. It's okay if maybe you just want to relax. It's okay. Very selfless your soulmate is. You have to let your friends help you. I mean, so once again, I do feel like you guys will meet. Like somehow, some way, you guys will become in each other's friend circles. Like maybe your friend circle and their friend circle will interject or intersect somehow. But I also feel like you don't know this person once again. They keep telling me that. And by the slight chance that you do know this person, you don't know this version of this person. So the message still applies. This card also implies, once again, that the divine has their hands in this. I'm reading more. an entity on their side, an entity on your side, but there could actually be more entities that really want to see this union come to be. This could be like maybe past loved ones. It could also be maybe other members of your spiritual teams. This could be the universe themselves. But I read these as not earthly friends. I read this as spiritual, divine friends that are helping you. Just like this guardian angel. We have Commander Ashtar. Call to action. Take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. They're absolutely a leader. They are and when you guys do come to union, and if you guys do decide to get married, that's your idea of the pinnacle of a statement of love. This person will absolutely be the head of the household, would be the leader. I think you guys will be co-leaders, but this is someone that you feel comfortable enough to make the decisions or make the final decisions or really support you. Like this is that leader, very supportive leader. That's the mystic component with this person. This person has always been very masculine. This is very a masculine energy. What they're gaining from this awakening that they're going through is that feminine, that balance of the feminine, which is the emotional capacity in other ways other than just being able to buy things and things like that. But sensitivity, sensibility, intuition, psychic awareness, spirituality as well. Vulnerability. They're achieving that. And that's beautiful. Because I'm getting like a macho, but they're mature enough, or at least, you know, they don't have to be like the most spiritual person, but I'm getting like someone who's actually spiritually mature enough to, at the very least, be open to explore and discover and explore that side of them that it feels like has been laying dormant for some time. This is also fun. This is also those other emotions that are not necessarily that are not necessarily used in the business corporate setting. You know, that's the only thing that's coming to mind. And with that, they will wield true power with the balance of both. That's true power. Once again, this is in whatever career field that they have or that they're in, they are 100% a leader in whatever they do, or higher up. This is also somebody who works with a lot of people, and so a lot of people look towards them for guidance. If you want to call it alpha, that would be this person for sure. They also will see that when they do finally achieve the balance of both masculine and feminine energy, it will improve their work as well. I also see like there could be maybe another venture that they will embark on due to this, that's a little bit more in tune into how it makes people feel. Something that they will enjoy, not just something that just makes sense monetarily. I wasn't gonna do this, but if we're gonna talk about like physical appearance, if this is a man, this is absolutely someone who's a little bit more built, who, because they do feel like they're someone who has to exert masculine energy, and that is something that's going to show within their appearance as well. If this is a woman, this is going to be someone who is going to be of the very curvier stature, curvier figure, I mean, but have a presence that's very bold, daring, magnetic, the type of look that could pierce, like, and even sexy. So, let's hear from them. Let's hear from these soulmates and see what message they have for you, pile number one. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We also have the Ace of Cups in reverse. They're going through a dark time, for sure. And they also want to let you know that their success is due to a upbringing of having lack. And also having lack, but also having, like I have lack, but I have so much that needs money or needs this. Like I have so many needs. Like this could be also the case in which this person may have a lot of siblings that they have to take care of, but they always have a lack of money, and that would cause a more ambitious person, a more driven person, especially towards the more material gain. They're also saying that this love, this love of yours and theirs between you guys, okay, this person's coming as the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the Casanova, is the smooth talker. It's the charmer. Endgame. This love is the endgame. And they're saying that it's going to be worth the wait. Trust me, baby. Sorry. It's going to be worth the wait. Just wait a little longer. Just wait a little longer. They're saying that it has to be me time before it's us time. The last card that we have is Horse. Short journey. Showing me the King of Swords now. They're currently on a path, a journey, as they said, to becoming a person who's less withdrawn from the emotions, less withdrawn from the feminine aspects of energy. This is someone who always had a business type of sense, a business type of mindset. Very focused, very driven, once again. They're saying this person's higher self, your soulmate's higher self, is saying that they don't have much longer before they finally do achieve that. But time is relative, so I don't know what that means. I do not know what that means. But what I do know is that you, pal number one, know that you're going to have compassion for however long it takes, because you understand that you would rather have something at its best than something that's maybe half-assed or at 50%, 75%. You want 100%. And this person's absolutely worth it. Worth the wait. As I'm sure you are as well. Pal number one, thank you. Thank you for everything. But also thank you for joining and watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to your soulmate for being such a great sport and coming through with the messages. And I can't wait for you guys to finally meet and begin this love story of you guys, of your own. And I know it'll be beautiful. So pal number one, thank you so much. Good luck to everything in your life. I'm wishing you all the blessings, expedited shipping only to you. I love you, and goodbye. What is up, pal number two? This is for those who picked the rose quartz crystal. We're about to find out who is the soulmate. The cards that they gave us are, we have a strength card. Big Leo energy with this person. We also have Page of Wands. We also have Ace of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have Mercury. I'm sorry. Messages are already being said, and I have to tell you, this person, this is Mercury, by the way, likes to talk. Likes to talk about themselves, though. We also have forgiveness. Even though this reading is about them. But it's like, damn, I can't even get through what the cards are saying before, like, they couldn't wait. A lot of pride with this person. We also have children. Like, can we get through the cards first? We also have number 2, Journey in reverse. We have pay attention to the red flags. We have Saint Germain. Saint Germain. Karma releasing. We have staying focused. As well as this card that we'll get into later. And we're going to take a moment to also speak to this person, since this person clearly has a lot of things to say. We're going to give this person the floor towards the end of the reading and see what they have to say to you directly. But yeah, pile number 2. I would say about 90% of you guys know who this person is. I would also say that a good chunk of that 90% of you guys has already dated or it's like you either date, there has been already some type of romantic things that have occurred with this person in some aspect. This person is going to describe himself pretty much. And Spirit is going to help. But this person is very obvious. Like, the person that they're going to describe is going to be very obvious. They stick out. And this is who they are. They will always stand out. This is a very popular person. If they were in high school and they had that section in the yearbook that said most likely to be famous, this is this person. And they knew it. This would be like the star athlete as well. They have that energy. Of course, that comes with a huge ego. A great deal of confidence that this person has. A very high opinion about themselves that they also have. But what we also can't ignore is that one thing that you also know about this person is that they are a little bit self-centered. And I don't necessarily mean that as like, oh, conceited. I'm referring to like the fact that they've spent a great deal of their life not really having to divide their attention or energy towards someone else. So they could be very career focused. Once again, I'm a very ambitious person. But once again, I also have to say, this is someone who really comes across as someone who, when it comes to relationships, and this is another way that you'll also know this person, when it comes to relationships, You're going to find it hard, at least at the beginning, to really feel like you guys are on equal terms, because this person is going to have to reprogram themselves into seeing that, hello, this life is obviously meant for you to enjoy, but you are absolutely doing. But it's also about the connections that you make, the impact that you make. So when it comes to relationships, they have to learn to sometimes put themselves aside for others. Sometimes put the needs of others before their own needs. Sometimes it's okay, you need to be selfless. I'm getting very only child vibes from this person. And almost as an adult, it's something that, you know, having to really have the energy for other people was foreign for them for a very long time. So you have to understand, this is someone who, when you first meet, you find it charming, you find it attractive, and maybe even sometimes even funny. And you know, you're gonna roll your eyes a lot of the times, like, are you serious? Like, it's gonna be that type of banter between you and this person. But what it will highlight, and you'll know this, is, yeah, this person is a little bit selfish. But it's not because it's just because they just don't give a F. It's because that's all they've ever known. That's all they ever had to be. They never knew any different. But at the same time, baby, pound number 2, soulmate number 2. This is your journey as well. This is what they're learning. I get very celebrity vibes as well. They don't have to be an actual celebrity, but what I'm saying is that this is like, you know, like a celebrity that dates someone who's not a celebrity, like that. And somehow, some way, the dynamic sometimes can be skewed to where one person's career or other life aspect is weighted more than the other, when they should be seen as equal. So that's something that they're going to be learning. Let's begin. They have an image. Let's talk about it. This is a strength card. They absolutely have they have an image to uphold, they said. They have an image. And part of this image, and I think they did say that, Spirit said that they always had to learn, or they had no other choice but to be selfish. But part of the reason, it's like they could have been the only child and they've always had to be selfish. That was just in their nature. But I see that this could also have been over exemplified only because there was a, like, this person has like there's a breakup here. This person had to put up this image as well. Like, this person has a presence, a very confident presence. So it's like this person is actually really confident, but it's further put on, like extra sauces on it, because they do have an image, and they have to, especially if they've gone through a public breakup, they have to make it seem as though I'm better off without them. They have that type of energy. For a lot of you guys, I do feel like this is like an ex of yours, or this is like you've either had some type of dealings with them in a romantic sense of some sort. Like, this could have been like a one-night stand, or this could be like a friends with type of benefits type of things, or this could just been like maybe someone who you flirted with as friend. You guys were friends, but you guys always flirted with each other. Like, there's some romance here, but there's also a past I feel that you and this person have. And if not, this could be a breakup of somebody else that's different from the both of you guys. But I strongly feel that for a lot of you guys, this is the breakup between you and this person. Like, this is the image that they're going to have regardless. This is their default image. It's someone who has a very strong persona, very confident, someone who looks as though nothing bothers them. But I do feel like that is something that they are obligated to do somehow. I think they're in a public space. Like, they are someone who's in a public eye. And so they have to put up this face. They have to put up this, even though that's truly who they are as well. But I'm getting that they have to really put it on. Especially if there's like a breakup or things like that. Any type of emotion that is, any type of vulnerability, that's something that they don't show outwardly as often as either. But nonetheless, this is someone who very courageous as well, very brave, very outgoing as well. Life at the party, for sure. And they love that, though. They love the attention, this one. We also have Page of Wands. It don't matter what age they are, but they will always have a very playful energy. Doesn't matter what age they are. Always have a playful energy. You would be the one that's always like, you're so crazy, or like, stop being stupid, like, you know, that type of joke in a way. Like, they love to make you laugh by, you know, being goofy and being playful and being a jester of sorts. Especially, they do that. That's how they charm people. They're known for being very funny, actually. They're also very fun. Once again, this is a very adventurous as well. Someone who's not going to, I don't know if I said it, because I said once again as if I said it, but I feel like what I'm about to say is brand new. Sorry. But I think I must have said it, or they must have said it in my mind. But this is also someone who, it's like, if it's not fun, I'm not doing it. This also goes for relationships as well. This is someone who maybe gets bored a lot or very easily, but because they're fun as well. They're someone who has very high energy, and I don't know why I did this. I'm thinking of the club, like Jersey Shore. But yeah, and once again, they're known for this as well. They're known for being very fun, adventurous, life of the party. People look to them for this light, for this fire, for this energy. You're someone who's going to be like you're going to see it as a cute immaturity, but it is something that you feel keeps the connection very lively. Let's get into it. We have the Ace of Wands. This makes me laugh because initially when I was going to do this reading, I was going to use this deck that I've never used before on this site and or on this platform, and it's very sexually explicit. And I'm not referring to the ones that everyone uses on this pick a card community. I was not talking about that red one. I don't know what it's called, but with all those white people. No offense, it's just. That's can we get some diversity? And my deck has some diversity, and I was going to use it, but I was like, nah, maybe it's too much. But I say all this to say, this is about sex right here. High energy with this person, and by energy, sexual energy. This is someone. You're going to be extremely attracted to this person. This is someone who has a very high libido, a very huge sexual appetite, and I have to say this as well, because this is what they're also saying. That has gotten them into trouble in other relationships that they may have had. They're also someone who they have a streak of being non-committal. Not saying that this streak will continue, but I think they're well aware that they love this lifestyle. They have a playboy, playgirl lifestyle. Some people will call it hot blank summer. That's them 365 days out of the year. Now, clearly we're talking about the one here. So, this indicates that if this is not the energy that you see yourself, if you're thinking about marriage, because this person is like, my energy comes across as non-committal. And in some cases, that has been the case. And if you're like, well, marriage is my endgame, that's my goal, this is the one here. So that indicates that there is a transformation that's due here. That it's going to be because of you. Will it happen overnight, maybe? I don't know. But the transformation is due to happen. The Ace of Wands is very phallic, which is this is a sexual card as well. But when you meet this person, you will feel like your life begun anew. Because what this person brings as far as the energy is something that you've never experienced before. Fun, light, color. I feel like a lot of you guys have already met this person. This person has a very larger than life personality. You will never forget this person. This person has that type of impression, lasting impression on people. And if you don't have anybody like this in your life yet, because this is not someone who you were like, maybe it's him, maybe it's her in my life. No. it's like, yeah, that's him, or yeah, that's her. It's very obvious, very evident. You'll know who this person is if this person's in your life. Whether you're on speaking terms or not. So this person has a very specific craft with the Eight of Pentacles here, a very specific craft. They may travel for work as well. Once again, it's about fun for this person. I think this person actually has a lot of money or has some type of success. They're good at what they do. And a part of what they do is this it's this image of theirs. For some reason, it's the image, it's the presentation, it's the personality, it's the charm. Especially when it comes to like salesmen, like those type of energy. You have to have some type of charm, some type of charisma to sell things. And not everyone has that. But this is also that celebrity. Like celebrities are often endorsed or often used to endorse products and things because obviously they're celebrities and they have appeal. So this person has that celebrity appeal in whatever field that they are, and because of that they will be successful no matter what. But I also get with the Eight of Pentacles, it's because they worked hard though. They just didn't get things handed to them. So let's make that clear. They said they worked hard for it, and they're actually talented in it. This is a very creative individual as well, very innovative as well. I feel like they could be doing something that isn't what everyone else is doing, isn't usual, but it will be fun for them. Know that they'll always say that they love what they're doing, they love their job. They will always say that. And any time that they're not loving it, they will change. They will pivot. They will leave and go somewhere else. This person could be an artist of any kind as well. Okay. We also have Mercury. This is also, I mean, I get Leo energy, I get Gemini energy. This is Gemini energy as well. I get smooth talker. They have a way with words, this one. I also get, they talk a lot actually, yeah. They talk a lot. That's a characteristic that you'll know about them. But the thing is, they talk a lot about themselves too. Now, I will have to say this, they're used to talking about themselves. They're used to they're used to being selfish. You have to remember that. I get this as someone who's, you know, I get only child vibes, really. And so you have to know that when they talk about themselves, especially if it's excessively, it's due to habit, not because, you know, I only care about myself. But you're gonna be the one to be like, yo, life, like I'm here too, basically. Like, other people are here too. Other people, you should value other people as well. You know, you should show that as well. Because this person may be like, yo, well, I care about other people too, but it's important to say that, and it's important to show that. This person does talk, this person does communicate, this person loves this person finds it to be like some kind of an art form. This person, the way this person speaks is kind of poetic as well sometimes. Sometimes you don't even believe some of the things that come out of their mouth because it's like, wait, did you practice this? And they didn't. That's just who they are. I mean, they're enigmatic in that way, but it's that they're a true artist in that sense, in how they speak, in how they orate, how they communicate, maybe the words that they use as well. Maybe this is somewhat of a wordsmith. But I find that that's going to be an impressive quality about them for you. Another thing that they're saying is that the communication is going to be key for this connection. Key because for some of you guys, they're telling me like, they're saying, should I stay or should I go? For a lot of you guys, once again, this is an ex of yours. And for a lot of you guys, this may be a person that you have yet to meet. Not a lot of you guys, but this is for like maybe a handful. But this may be somebody that you might meet, and then sounds weird, but you'll date, and then this person will become an ex. And so this reading won't be completely relevant now, but it will be at a later time. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is that word. It's always going to indicate X energy. But I also, if not X energy, once again, I get, it's like one person wanted more, the other person did not. Spirit is saying that they're showing me the Chariot card, which indicates for me two soulmates that are similar in certain aspects, but they're diverging on different paths, and Spirit is trying to reel them on going to the same direction. If that makes sense. So I get the sense that there has been some obstacles, or they may be obstacles, between you and this person when it comes to finally getting on one accord. Because once again, there needs to be some communication. There needs to be things established. There needs to be some things set, some boundaries even. And also, there could even just be an apology that needs to happen prior to this love story continuing. For a lot of you guys, this is someone who does not have kids. And the irony in that is that the reason being is because it's the selfishness, but how can I explain? It's important though. This selfishness I approve of. Like Kenny speaking now. Kenny Charles speaking. This selfishness, because what you don't want is for someone to have a kid or be responsible for a child and they still want, you have a guardian or a parent that still wants to live their life in such a way in which you have no responsibilities, or you are now just only thinking about yourself and your own enjoyment. And so it's like this person's philosophy is like, if you ever asked them, like if you currently ask them, like, do you want kids? Or do you see yourself with kids? And they'll probably be like, no, because I'm too selfish. Meaning, like, I have a lot, like, there's still a lot in my life that I have to put my energy and intention towards. Not more so like, I will be stingy to the child. Not like that. But the irony in that is that this person doesn't know it until it happens, until it will happen. But this person does not know that they actually are being, they're being, how can I say, groomed by spirit to be a parent. So it's going to be one of those funny things of life. Like, remember when you said you would never have kids? Now look at you. There was an exception. And you were it. So don't be alarmed if this person says that they don't want kids. Spirit is saying they will. But it may happen in where the child may come unexpectedly. And while in some cases, some people will maybe run away, this is the case of somebody actually stepping up. And the way that they're grooming the soulmate of yours into parenthood is that they keep inserting, their spirit team keep inserting ideas about parenthood. They keep putting them in positions into where maybe they have to take care of a nephew or a niece, things like that. They keep doing that to develop them in that way. The idea has already been planted and it's sprouting already. So there could be a time in which maybe this person will be like, yo, you know what? I'm ready now. But I see that this could be unexpected how it happens for most of you guys, the child. And this person is going to be such a playful type of parent. Like, if this is like, especially like one of those playful, if this is like a father, piggyback rides, this line, you see this line, this is the soulmate that we're referring to. It will be you that will help kind of change and really make them see that, like, because for a long time they've been living their life for themselves. Which at some points everyone should do at some point in their life. But it seems to them for your soulmate, that's all they've been doing. Excuse me. But it will be you that will open their eyes into knowing that my life is now meant for something else, not just for myself, but for others as well. It'll be you that open their eyes, but it will be the child that will solidify that. Excuse me. I do feel like you guys don't talk. If you guys do know each other, you guys don't really talk. There's pride here, of course, so that's gonna also delay the communication process between this person. But I do feel like there's some communication that needs to happen between you and this person. And there's an apology that this person is owed to you, if you do know this person. And they have yet to say it. Journey in reverse. I'm getting X energy. And if you don't have an X, and that is even remotely close to being your next, then this is past life energy. But I don't really get that. I really get that for a lot of you guys. This is someone that you are familiar with in the 3D. Now, if it's X energy, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh yeah, we were ex-lovers, or ex-partners, ex-boyfriend and girlfriend, or ex-boyfriend, boyfriend, or ex-girlfriend, girlfriend, or ex-people. But yeah, it could have just even been ex-lovers or ex-friends who had flings. But I get that there's like one person who wanted more, who emotions got a little bit more involved than the other person, like that type of story. This is indicating that the journey is not over. The story is not over. This is just a pause. And there's healing that needs to be done as well. That's healing that's been delayed. And it's being delayed by one person. This person, this soulmate. Once again, I do feel like this soulmate is going to, if you haven't spoken to this soulmate, they're going to come in with an apology. And that's how this will unfold again. Pay attention to the red flags. Now, I know this card, when this card comes out, it's like, typically. And red, the color red usually indicates caution, beware, warning. But not in the way that you think in your case. With you, when I pick up this card, they're showing me the 9 of Cups. Meaning, the red flags in question are the signs not to signify that you should go away. This is signs that this is the one. This is like, despite soulmate number 2 being or being full of himself, or being, unaware of other people's feelings and things like that, despite this person is still the one. So it's like, despite the red flags, maybe even that, despite the red flags, this person is still the one. Don't be distracted. Don't be fooled. And you would know that from how you feel. Now, this is not going to be one of those cases in which, because if it was, I would have absolutely said that, what I'm about to say. This is not going to be one of those cases in which, okay, we can be delusional and we can, stay in a toxic situation when we know it's not good for us. Like, that's not me. I'm not going to give you a message like that. Because I'm always going to say, regardless if this is the one, you gotta always do what's best for you. And that's probably what happened already. Which is what the break and the pause that I'm feeling between you and this soulmate of yours could have been. But I do see a resurgence. And I do see, I wouldn't say, this person is a changed person, but what I will say is that they need to have their eyes open. And it's a lot more than just, communication is a part of it, yes. But once again, I do feel like, and I sound so, I hate saying this, because it goes against what I always, it goes against what, like, you shouldn't stay in a relationship just because a child is there. But this is really one of the exceptions in which the child would really solidify this connection. It's like you're going to open this person's eyes and to know that there's more reason to live than for yourself. This is where life becomes meaningful. When you're living and doing things for the people that you love. And that's when the breakthrough and this transformation will be solidified within this person, I feel. But this person will always have, that fun energy, that playboy energy, playgirl energy, that will always be them. It's just that this time around, it's like, it's coupled with the fact that I had the playboy energy, playgirl energy, and I live a life of living for myself, but now I have purpose. Now I have reason. Now I have motive. Now I have a higher purpose. And that purpose is you, but it's also this child that's also going to come about, or the children that may come about from this. And that's one of those things where it's like, damn, you're just going to have to wait and see. But I still stand by what I said. In any relationship, if you feel that it's too much for you to take, whether it's toxic or whatever the case may be, then you still got to do what's best for you, regardless if this is the one or not. But this is the one. And you'll know this because it'll be intuitive. Psychic, you are. You'll know this. You have it. You have this. That's what they're saying. You have the connection. You have the insight. Pile number 2. You'll know. You'll always know. We have the Saint Germain karma releasing. Yeah. This is one of those connections that will go through cycles. This may be one of those cases in which when you guys meet, you guys met when you guys were really young or younger. And by the time you guys get to a certain age is when this connection is finally mature to its true potential. It could be one of those things. It could also be one of those things where you guys dated at one time and then you guys broke up and then you guys dated other people, but you guys came back to each other as mature individuals. There's always going to be a part of you that always knew. This, for some of you guys, this is your first love. And it's nothing like your first love, always. They will always have an impact, or they will always have an impression on you. They'll always be remembered by you. But for some of you guys, that was for a good reason. Because there was always going to be a resurgence, a reunion. It says, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Yeah. There's going to be a conversation that will be had between you and this person after what feels like a break or a break up. And the thing about it, this person knows that. This person is wanting to do that. This person's being called to do that by Spirit. So they're getting the nudge to do it. But this person's a very prideful individual, so it may take him some time. But they'll do it. We have staying focused. Hold the course. This relationship will be a journey. It'll be one where we started from the bottom, honestly. And now we're here. It'll be one that has a huge transformation. Like, you guys will be, I see more change in this person than you, because I mean, this is what the reading's about. It's more about them than you. But it's like, once again, this is in regards to your insight, your psychic insight, because you are coming across as very psychic, pile number 2. And it's more so like, you've always known that this would happen as far as a resurgence, or maybe you've always known that this person was the one. They just didn't know it. They just needed time. And it's not that you waited for them, you just always, that's maybe something that you kept to yourself. And I think even if you did had other relationships, you've always kept your eye on them. And they've always kept their eye on you. And despite how this person comes across, very player energy, they only have eyes for you. And when I say eyes, I mean, obviously, you have most of their attention, because this person could be a lot generous with their attention. But once again, you are the exception. It goes in line to where, you know, people be like, well, I can change him. And I used to be, when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, girl, if you don't just get you a new one, like, that's what I always want to say. But you will change them. And also the children keeps coming through. Let's hear from this person though, for real. Since this person's been yapping this entire time, to see what the higher self of your soulmate wants to say to you directly. You know, this person is very comical, very animated. Yeah. This person knows. This person knows. They're coming across as King of Wands in reverse, an inverted King of Wands, which is absolutely the player, absolutely the time waster. They said, but we have the Eight of Wands. They're saying that they're going to be calling you soon. They're going to be talking to you soon. They're going to be talking to you soon. So look out for that. And I'm shaking my head because they're going to lead in like with like a joke and ain't shit funny. like like you got something explained to you. You got an apology to make. They're going to come in very charming. You know how they are. Five of Swords. They're fighting with themselves because they know what they have to do. They know what they should do. They know what they're being called to do. But the ego wins a lot, in which they simply refuse to do what they need to do. But what they need to do is really move towards you. Whether it's by picking up the phone, whether it's finally messaging you, or whatever the case may be. The ball's in their court. And I almost feel like they're overthinking it. I also feel like there's a fear from them as well, because they fear that there could be rejection, and which will hurt their pride, of course. But little do they know is that you want them to. So this is like them fighting the urge to connect with you. But this is an apology as well coming through. It's coming though. Very soon. Sooner than you think. It may even start off by a little lustful night. That's may how it start off. Just to get the ball rolling. The last card that we have. Lobster, financial pinch. You have to understand, this person is it's like very ambitious and very driven, and money is obviously one of those causes of it, but they're also saying that it's due to not having a lot, not having or really just having to fend for themselves a lot of the times. I get very lone wolf vibes, or like only child vibes, but only child also indicates for me being spoiled, you know? So they have that type of vibe for me. And I think it's something else that shows when it comes to their finances. Their finances, I do feel like they're quite successful, but I think for them, it's going to be one of those cases in which they will give to people or give to you, and that's foreign to them. That's unlike them. But once again, this is someone who is changing, and you are going to be the catalyst for that, and the child's going to be the one to solidify that change for them. So don't fret. All right, pile number 2. This person is something else, but you are going to have so much fun with this person. But it's not all that it's about. This is someone who you will witness the growth and evolution of them. And I think you're also going to grow and evolve as well. But just know that this person does mean well. This person is absolutely not a bad person at all. I think you know that. And yeah. This person will be molded into the perfect partner. And that's not, it's going to be a little bit of you, but you're not going to like be the sculptor. It's going to be Spirit who's going to be the major sculptor. Pile number 2. Thank you for joining me. I hope that this was enjoyed. And I also want to say thank you so much for everything. This has been so much fun reading for you. I'm wishing you absolutely everything that you ever want out of this life, and every blessing to come towards you expeditiously. And I love you guys, and goodbye. What is up, pile number 3? First of all, before we begin, I do apologize. I had to turn on the ceiling fan. So if that's too disruptive in the video, I won't know until this goes into the editing room. But if so, I do apologize. We'll be talking loudly. So hopefully it doesn't make too much of a distraction. But welcome to your reading. This is for those who picked the Amethyst stone. We're about to find out who is the soulmate. The cards that they gave us are the High Priestess in reverse, we also have the Queen of Cups, we have the Chariot card in reverse. We have number 14, Balance. This is also Temperance. I feel like some of y'all already know what this is, but we'll get into that. We have Leo. We have the Dragon. We have Infinite Abundance. We have number 22, Master number 22, Yin and Yang. That gave it away. We have heart-to-heart conversations. We have Kuan Yin, care and compassion. So Kuan Yin has blessed this connection. We also have Vast Vistas, expand your horizon. And we also have this card that we'll get into later, as well as we'll be pulling some cards out to speak directly or to channel your the higher self of your soulmate so they can speak directly to you. Pile number 3. I know you've watched many pick a card readings, right? There's a specific term that that is associated with spirituality and love. that I'm sure you're familiar with. That is twin flame. Uh, it's a concept that I believe in. I don't necessarily focus on it. However, if it's screaming and it's something that Spirit wants me to mention, as in today, in your reading, then I will. I have no doubt in my mind, in my heart of hearts, in my soul, no doubt at all that this isn't a twin flame connection. The one for you is a twin flame counterpart. It's a powerful connection. A powerful connection that transcends time and space. This is eternal. Every lifetime, there we are, here we are, every lifetime. And it's because you guys follow each other. You guys follow each other on social media, just kidding. You guys follow each other. Where you go, I go. This will be magic personified, because the beauty about this, you guys will meet and it will be, the attraction will be undeniable. However, here's the kicker. It's the weirdest thing. You'll know that there's something different about this connection, but you can't quite put your finger on it. The universe and spirit would have it that you guys won't recognize each other immediately, or at least have the whole picture immediately. But there will be evidence. I see a twin flame connection in which it will be, from the moment you guys meet, the journey is already beginning. Because they will be a transformation of sorts to where you guys will have to you guys will be reminded of who you guys are. So I also see that when you guys do meet, there will be almost like a rejection between the two of you to really engage with what you're feeling for one another. So I do feel like there's going to be a lack of recognition, a recognition of this is the one. And I do believe it's because there is something about this connection that you guys were meant, or this life experience that you guys were meant to explore as individuals. There's a great deal of that you guys were meant to explore. Even you guys, your paths will cross, but it's like, okay, we cross, but it's not time yet. That's what Spirit's saying. So you may know who your twin flame is, but you guys just haven't come into union because it's not time yet. for you guys, the journey, the goal, the solo goal that you guys have as individual is self-love. Once that has been mastered, not just achieved, mastered, then and only then will this union come to be. Let's begin. The High Priestess in reverse. This is that, like, I know there's something about that person, but I can't quite put my finger on it. It's that feeling. But you know. You intuitively know, you just don't know why you know. They're showing me the Four of Wands, which is the Twin Flame card as well. Another Twin Flame card. Your soulmate is that you guys been married every single time. Every single time. You guys are married in spirit. You guys are already married in spirit. So that's why it's going to be, some of you guys may even experience deja vu. You guys will experience very psychic phenomenon around each other. But once again, it's in reverse. And that's to indicate that you guys are not necessarily meant to know each other. Or at least not meant to know that who each other are, who you guys are to one another until it's time. But there will always be psychic evidence. There will always be other remnants and other clues and other synchronicities that cannot be explained otherwise. We also have the Queen of Cups. This is it. This is what stands in between. The Queen of Cups is the personification of the archetype. When I refer to personification, it's the archetype that embodies self-love. In the sense that you know who you are, you know your worth, and you won't settle for anything other than the absolute best. Because that's what I know I deserve. And that's because I know that's what I am. You have to master that concept. You can't even fake it. You have to master it. You have to actually live by that. So, in this life, you and this person will be tasked with that. So you will experience challenges in which the only way you can overcome those challenges is by developing self-love. When you guys do master self-love, it will transform you from the inside out. A beauty that can only be recognized by someone else who will be vibrating on the same divine energy as yourself. And that's when the union will finally happen. Of course, they're showing me the Wheel of Fortune, which is like a given. Of course, this is fate. Of course, this is divine timing. Of course, it's all that yada yada yada. We already know that. it will happen. You don't know when it's going to happen. You'll never know until it actually happens. You're meant to be in the dark about this, about the details. So don't feel discouraged. Don't feel sad. Don't feel troubled by that. It's okay. This is the journey. This is the journey. We have the Chariot card in reverse. So funny. When you guys first meet, I get rejection. You guys meet and you guys will both not like each other. You guys will both not like each other. And it would just seem like we just cannot be on the same page. There's just no way. Just no way. Never. But that's how fate would have it. There's still going to be, once again, psychic evidence, residue from past life that will tell you otherwise. But it's not supposed to give you confirmation. It won't give you confirmation. It won't give you any definitive indicators that this is the one, because you're meant to be in the dark about this, because you too have your own journey, and it's a journey to self-love that only you alone can do. So, as fate would have it, you guys are meant to, they're saying like, this person is saying like, hate each other, but it's just to not exaggerate, but really give, just exemplify how much you guys will differ. So this may be somebody you may not get along with at first. You guys will be completely different. This is also indicating, once again, the twin flame situation that confirming for me for this pile. There will be major differences between you and your partner. Major differences. Differences in cultures, differences in backgrounds, differences in age a lot of the times. And that could be also where the rejection comes from as well. Like, I would never date. This is so not my type. But the attraction, the magnetism, that will never change. The magnetism. The reason as to why I can't get them out of my head. The reason why my heart feels this way when I'm around them. Even though I'm supposed to hate him or hate them because they annoy me today. That's the evidence. Those are the residue. We have number 14 with balance. 100%, this person is going to be a different race than you. 100%. Different race than you. One of you guys, I think you guys are both foreign to each other, likely. This is a Temperance card. The Temperance card is also a twin flame card, if you guys didn't know that. Yeah, I feel like one of them is foreign. One of you guys are foreign. Like, I feel like one of them is from here, which is the States, and one of them is foreign, from out of the States, from another country. Accent and all. I feel it's the masculine one that's the foreign accent. Yeah. Yeah, I do. But balance. This is indicating that you guys do have the spiritual genetic makeup that works well together, that are perfect for one another. They have what you don't have, you have what they don't have, and together it's magic. This will be undeniable though. This will be not undeniable, well, undeniable, but also this will be something that you guys will recognize. It's the fact that, I can't stand you, but we work well together. Like, I have the ideas, you know the execution, like, in some capacity, we go good together. That would be a fact all throughout. You guys always connected. I usually don't talk about this, but I see even a past life in star beings. I see a past life alien race. I see past life, like, once again, every incarnation that you've done, you guys followed each other. So I see so many different lives that you guys have been together as. So together, you guys have a lot of spiritual wisdom that is revolutionary. That together, as a twin flame couple, you guys have a mission together to change something, to create something, to build something for humanity, to better humanity, to progress humanity, to change humanity of that magnitude. This is like also, once again, alien background, alien race. We're talking like Pleiadian, Andromedian. Talking about those. Yeah. Absolutely friendship first. But the friendship will kind of almost start like oil and water. That's what it feels like. But it's meant to throw you off a little bit. This is what Spirit is saying. It's meant to throw you off a little bit. Because you guys wanted it this way. Because you guys wanted to develop and evolve in this way where it would not be as possible if you guys were to just immediately come into union. You know what I mean? This is something that you guys decided to do on your own. So you guys made it to where like you guys put all the stops when it comes to making sure we don't come into union too soon. This person, Leo energy. This person wants to also state that Leo energy, but with deep. with depth. I'm sorry. With depth. So very charismatic, very outgoing, very larger than life personality, but they also have another side in which they are very introspective. They like alone time. They like moments of where they read and they're a seeker of knowledge as well. They have both sides to them. They're like the moon and the sun. And you guys are the moon and the sun. But you guys are, as individuals, the moon and the sun as well. So you guys have that going on as well. I think you also have that type of dynamic within yourself. I also get with you guys, when it comes to astrological signs, I get that you guys are the opposite of one another. So for example, if this person's a Leo, there could be a chance that you are an Aquarius. The opposite side of Leo is Aquarius. Yeah, there's opposites. I'm not an astrologist or astrologer, but I'm getting that as well, is that you guys could be opposites, which actually are very compatible. Sorry if you guys hear noise in the background. They're working on the house next door. So leader type of person. Leader, just very strong, very well-spoken and outspoken, courageous, brave, protector type of energy. It's like they're the type of person that's like, they know how to turn it off and know how to turn it on when it comes to their that outgoing personality. That outgoing personality. They also feel like they need to be that type of person for other people. They are a source of light for other people, a source of joy for other people. But they also recognize that it's important to recharge, which is why they enjoy those moments of alone time, or those moments of silence or moments of quiet and solitude to balance that. This person understands the concept and the importance of achieving balance in that way. Very, very wise, this person. This person is, I'm also getting spiritual. You guys are absolutely spiritual, absolutely psychic, absolutely telepathic. You too. The dragon, very wise. I'm sorry. It's because you two, you guys done this. You guys are no spring chickens. You guys done this time and time again. You guys have backgrounds in probably everywhere. You guys have wisdom. You guys have accumulated so much knowledge and spiritual wisdom. And you guys have access to that in every life you go. And that's not for nothing, though. Once again, twin flames have a big mission. There's a purpose. It's not just, okay, yay, we fall in love. It's not just that. You guys have a duty, a purpose for this world, for this humanity. And that's what you guys will discover together. But once again, this is wise energy. This is also leadership energy. This person is absolutely magical. Very magical. I'm not sure if this person, I don't think this person may not actually do magic, like spells and things like that. But I do believe this person is well aware of the law of attraction, law of assumption, very well of that. So in so in that respect, they're magical, able to manifest. So this is power and strength. This person has gone through a lot, and I'm sure you have as well. And this has helped create them, create a fortitude of armor and once again strength, like the card says, that will allow them to never ever be defeated by any obstacles that they come across. It's like there could have been like one huge event in their life that was like, if I made it out of this, I can make it out to anything. You know? And it could have been miraculous, like maybe like a car crash that was, the car was totaled but they left unscathed, like that type of thing. Or like a fire, and they left unscathed, like that type of deal. Yeah. Highly intellectual, scary intellectual. What I mean is, like, you're gonna wonder, like, how do you even know that? But you're gonna be in awe of them. They're gonna be, for you, like a mythical creature, like an outer, like someone who doesn't belong here, like an alien sort. But once again, they're gonna see you that way, in your own way. But for them, they're scary intellectual. Like, how do you even know that? Or how do you even do that? Like, very knowledgeable, very wise. One person there is an age gap between you and this person. I don't know who's the older one out of the two, but this is like ancient. Like ancient as in somebody that you should revere. You know what I mean? A legend. So I believe it could be the soulmate that could be the older one between the two of you. They have a lot of life experience. They've been through a lot. And I could be as to why they know so much as well. But part of that is also because, once again, you guys have a plethora of knowledge from other past lives that you guys may even know together. You guys may be in sync in that. So we also have infinite abundance. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Baby, this is also my cornucopia card, which is also like my twin flame card. Just twin flame. I mean, it's just, that's why I'm like, I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet my life. No, but like this, I've never been as comfortable to confirm a twin flame connection than I am at this very moment. This person's saying that you're their everything. They will give anything. They will give you everything. I get the sense, you know how they kept saying that you guys kept following each other? I get the sense that this person followed you. I get the sense on a deeper level, I'm sure they have a life of their own as well. I get a sense that on the soul level, if I came here to interview their soul, which we're pretty much going to do anyways, and ask their soul, your soulmate soul, your twin flame soul, why did your 3D self incarnate here? I believe they would say it was you. I think your soul was like, you know what, all right, we're gonna go into planet Earth in this reality because, you know, I wanna do this, I wanna do that, and also because I wanna discover true self-love. And this person was like, okay, well, I'm coming with you. And you're like, okay, but promise me that we cannot be in a relationship until I conquer this first. Until we both conquer this first. Self-love. Until I finish what I have to do, and he agreed. Or they agreed. I just created that whole scenario in my head. Actually, they did. But my point is, with the infinite abundance, it's an overflow of love that is going to be shared between you and this person. I also feel like everything will be provided for you by the universe. The universe and the divine, of course, they are backing you guys up with this. They are rejoicing with this connection. They already know what you guys will accomplish together. But once again, it feels like the divine is, I mean, obviously the divine knows each and every one of us, but the divine is very familiar with this connection. And they're very familiar with the impact that it has had in past lives. And they're excited for the impact that it will have in this life. There's something about what you're going to teach people. It has to do with possibly the concept of abundance, maybe. Or maybe you guys will show or be the example of what abundance truly means when it comes to the abundance of love, maybe abundance of wealth. But overall, I do feel like the divine has their eye on you. They're watching this connection like a hawk. And they will make sure that you both, as individuals and as a unit, have everything you could ever need out of this life and ever want. You're so protected. You too. Another twin flame card. Yin and Yang. Master number 22. Now, once again, the differences between you and this person will be made loud and clear from the jump. And maybe the similarities is what's going to take some time for you guys to realize that you guys are quite similar as well. But you guys will learn that those same differences is what help, make a beautiful combination. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a time, Huh. Yeah, I do feel like you two will come into union when you guys have both mastered self love. But I also feel like there's going to be a time where you guys need some type of assistance. You guys have been doing something. I don't know. They're not being really clear about what it is, but you guys have both been doing something individually that you guys been doing alone on, and you guys each hold the key to making whatever this is a success, or whatever it is. Like, you guys hold each other's key. That's the only missing component that you guys been missing. Like, you guys been trying to accomplish something or trying to achieve something, maybe trying to create something. I don't know what it is specifically, but you guys have been having a hard time trying to do it. I don't believe it's a self-love thing. I think that's something that you guys will just master on your own. But there's something else, and I think this also ties into what you guys will be doing together, a part of your mission. And it's going to be the differences that is a missing ingredient. The differences between you and your soulmate. It's going to be the very thing that you thought that made us incompatible at first, but it's going to show you that no, you guys are actually more compatible than you think. You guys are actually perfect for each other. And it's going to be something that you guys have been trying to achieve individually, and you maybe been wondering, what's the missing ingredient? What am I missing? And then this person holds the key to that, to what you're missing, and you hold the key to what they're missing, to what they're trying to accomplish. Yin and yang for me, in this case, usually it's like, if this card is read like, okay, if it's upright, we're talking about yin. If it's down, like, usually it's like that. But for this case, that's not how I'm reading it. It came out upright regardless. But for me, it's indicating the moment in which you guys do come into union. Things will shift. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but it will be like the energy will shift around you. Like, mountains will be moved, not to be dramatic, when you guys do come into union. I think it's not necessarily, oh, we're now a couple, but more so like when you guys realize that the differences that we both share, or that we both have, once we do embrace those things and complement it, my differences with your differences, and make something beautiful or make something happen, finally become success. That's when something about this world or something shifts. Once again, they're being a little bit mum, because once again, a lot of the divine is connected to this, or they have their hands in this. This is bigger than love, like just a regular love reading. Like, it's more to say, like, yes, like, it's like, yeah, that's like love, duh, like, we're gonna be in love. Like, there's no need to even say that. It's already a given. Like, yes, it's gonna be amazing sex. Like, we're gonna be attracted to it. Like, it's no point of saying that. Like, we already know that is what this person is saying. Like, I want to talk about what this experience, what this particular incarnation is going to be about. Like, everything that you could ever want in a connection, it's a given. That's what's going. That's a given. But let me show you why this particular incarnation is going to be special, and this is what they're trying to describe. They can't say a lot, because once again, a lot of this is supposed to be remaining under wraps until it's time. But I'm getting like like a tectonic shift, not really probably, but just a sonic boom, like something that will have, that's what they're trying to describe, as something that will have a domino effect or impact. It's that big. I don't know, whatever this is that you guys will achieve together. But I tried my best to describe it. Once again, it's supposed to be under wraps. This is the classified file that I'm looking into. And it's still, the things are still redacted. Heart-to-heart conversations. This is how you two will, you guys will know. I almost feel like you guys, when you guys are getting to know each other, it would just be evident. And spirit, even spirit can't help that. It would just be evident. But I almost feel like mum's the word. Like you guys will know, but you guys don't want to say it. You guys don't want to admit it, and that's why I think spirit's like, well, that's why we're still in the clear. But yeah, you guys will know that you guys can be honest with one another very early in. You guys will feel comfortable with one another very early on. Once again, but the dynamic will still sometimes play as oil and water sometimes, but there'll still be these very sweet moments that will remind you, like, remember, hey, you're still my baby. I'm still your baby. And it's through these talks, through these moments of vulnerability even, when you guys are getting to know each other, your soul will still give you these reminders that you're the one. You guys won't know it consciously though, because you guys are highly evolved. But once again, spirit's like, we still got it though. Like, like we still are in the clear. They won't go into union before it's time. Trust us. But yeah, you guys will enjoy having the talks, deep conversations with this person. That's the way for this person's heart as well. That's the way that they talk. Everything's deep. It's not to say that they can't have fun. Yeah, they can have fun for sure. But they do enjoy those deep philosophical questions, spiritual talks as well. Yeah. But you like those too. So the next card that we have is Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin has blessed his connection with care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Choose to be loved, to me, really speaks to the self-love, the big theme of self-love. That's what lies in between you two. And I believe once you guys have mastered that, having care and compassion for yourself in some way, shape, or form. Once again, I do believe in this lifetime you will be tried with certain experiences that are made to initiate and solidify self-love until it is mastered. So, yeah. This person is going to be very generous regardless though. And you're going to find it, once again, I do feel like, once again, there's going to be some oil and water dynamic sometimes, but this person can't help. This person can't help but be that knight in shiny armor. This person can't help but try to be a gentleman or a gentlewoman or a gentle person. This person will always exhibit a soft spot for you. Always. It's like this person can be like, I hate people who eat peanut butter. And you come across and be like, well, I love peanut butter. And you'll be like, well, you know what? He'll be like, well, you know what? It's not so bad, you know? Yeah, peanut butter is, you know, if you take away, you know, the graininess of the taste, I can get used to it. Like, that type of... But yeah. I don't know why they're showing me the Lover's card image. Duh. Once again, the Chariot card is also a twin flame card. The High Priestess is also a twin flame card. It's a divine feminine card. Like, do I need to say more? They're also showing me the Devil card, but they're showing me in reverse, which to me also twin flame. Because there is going to be a significant challenge that you guys will go through. I think it's going to happen as individuals that you guys will remove yourself from. But I think there are also going to be challenges within your own connection, because that's just twin flame in nature. That is there to initiate growth and evolution. I feel as though you guys your souls may have had agendas, but I also feel like Spirit also has an agenda for you guys. But your soul's aware of that as well. Because there also is going to be a next stage of your connection on the soul level that's going to be coming out of this incarnation. Vast vistas. Expand your horizon. Somebody's overseas for sure. Somebody's a foreigner. I'm sure they said this already during this during this reading. Somebody's a foreigner. Yeah, they did, and they said that it was. It's whoever's the masculine, for sure. Whoever's the masculine. But whatever you guys are going to be doing, first of all, they want to say this. You guys have, I think you guys will come across as not each other's type. It's going to be one of those cases. That was by design, by spiritual, divine design. But also, whatever you guys are going to be doing, this big thing that they are like they're talking about it, but they're not talking about it. It will somehow impact the world. It's that big. Okay. I don't make the rules. I do not make the rules. But it's coming from and the reason why, because the goal is, and Source's goal, the universe's goal, is love. Unconditional love. In some way, whatever this project, let's call it that you guys are going to be embarking on together, will showcase that and spread that. This person actually is coming across as the King of Cups individual. What's interesting is also the Queen of Cups. I forgot this is the Queen of Cups. Absolutely divine counterpart, but this person is coming across as the King of Cups, the Master of Love. Very sweet, true romantic. Love to them, their love language is an art form. I think they have very romantic and new, innovative ways to show that they love you. It's a type of person who every day is Valentine's Day. Every day is date night. They love to give words of affirmation. You will never have a doubt that this person is not in love with you. You will never have a doubt. It will constantly show you and remind you. This person is compassionate. This person is your confidant. This person is your counselor. This person is your cheerleader. He says, I'm your everything, and you're my everything. Try not to cry. Try not to cry. But I'm going to give this person the floor. We're going to give this person the floor to speak to you. Wow, this is going to be my longest video, as it probably should be, since this is my last video. Alright, soulmate number 3. Twin flame. Pile number 3. What do you got to say? What do you want to say? Not surprised by that card. I'll show you in a minute. Okay. First of all, we have the Four of Wands, which is the Twin Flame card. It is in reverse. This person, once again, wants to reiterate that yes, at first, it is going to seem as though we are not a match. But we are. And I think this could also mean, in reference to cultural backgrounds or whatever other society, whatever, thing that society has placed as well, or whatever thing that you have grown up to believe as well, that could also be what could be a factor into what is considered to be a match or not. I also see different of culture, of race, once again. So yeah, I also see you guys will get married. It's like I would normally follow that with, if that's your idea of what the pinnacle of love is. Like, no, I actually just see marriage. That's because once again, you guys are married already as souls. Eight of Wands, they're always speaking to you. I think you know that. Dreams. Through pick-a card readings, these pick-a card readings, they speak to you. Always. Whether it's my pick-a card readings or someone else's, they're always speaking through. They always find any opportunity to speak to you. Such a jovial spirit this person is. A leader, once again, a highly evolved individual this person is. Very spiritually developed. They're almost just happy just to go along with wherever you're going. Wherever you go, they will follow. And they'll do that with a smile. They almost want to be like show you, like, you're the star. And I'm just here. And they're okay with that. Even though you guys are actually equal. But this person's giving you the pedestal, you the platform, you the praise. Once again, they will follow you. They will follow you. Always. The last card that we have, Torch. Spiritual development and enlightenment, awareness and understanding. I can't make this up. Chills. I can't make this up. This is like an hour-long reading, and who cares? But eternal. A love that transcends space and time, lifetimes. And you guys on this plane will know that, will recognize that, will show that. I'm blown away. I have chills. Possibly the best love reading I've ever done and experienced. So thank you for that. What a way to end. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm a little speechless. Wow. Pile number 3. Needless to say, this has to be one of my favorites of all time, if not the favorite of all time reading that I've ever done on this platform. So, thank you for this. I hope that you enjoy this. You have a love story that many people will only see in movies, will only dream about, could only ever wish about. This is one for the books. So, thank you so much for everything and for allowing me to be your vessel this entire time, this entire journey. Thank you. I'm wishing you nothing but the best, and that every blessing arrives to you expeditiously. I love you, and goodbye. What is up? Last but not least, my pile number 4. This is for those who picked the Carnelian stone. We're about to find out who is the soulmate. The cards that they gave us are, we have the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins. This person's not playing games, they said. We have the Four of Wands. Although it may seem like they will be playing games, but they're not playing games. We also have the Four of Pentacles. We also have the Chariot. 7. Move. And look at this chariot though. Beautiful. This depiction of the Chariot card. We also have Moon. We have the Wasp. Once again, not playing games. We have Trust. We have number 52, Goddess of the Moon. We have Flirt. We have El Moria, Awakening Presence. We have In the Flow. And we also have this card that we'll get into later, as well as we'll take some time to channel the higher self of your soulmate so they can speak directly to you. So pile number 4. First of all, a lot of emotions this person has. And the thing is, this person is so good at hiding it. But they have a lot of emotions. They're a mystery. They're an enigma. They can sometimes even be hot and cold. But they're saying, I'm always consistent though. Always consistent, as in how they feel for you has always been consistent. What they show may be inconsistent. But how they feel is always consistent. Very protective. And one of the ways that this is going to be the earliest signs of who this person is in the 3D. Very protective over you. I get the sense that even if you are dating someone else at one time, and this person's in your life somehow, whether by friends or things like that, they will still be protective. Be like, you already know, like they will always have your best interest in mind over anybody else's. Even if it means having to go against the person that you're dating at the time, going against your own family, going against your own friends. If they hurt you in some way, it's game over for them. They're one of those type where they don't show too much emotions, but they have a lot of it. But they don't show it. I'm getting like, well, we'll get into that later, but overall, this is someone who is going to be very secretive about their feelings towards you, but their actions and what they say always give them away. Sorry if you guys hear any noise, but there's the ceiling fan is on because it is scorching right now. But this person is 100% loyal to you, will always be loyal to you. Always, 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 always. 100% loyal to you. And they always want to protect you. They feel like you don't deserve any bad things to ever happen to you. Any unpleasant thing to ever happen to you, ever. And they're upset. I mean, upset is putting it lightly when you do. Like something bad does happen to you, or somebody says something or does something that's not in your favor. That's the easiest way to make an enemy out of your soulmate. And vengeance is swift and just. Like, it's let's begin. Ace of Pentacles. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, this is going to happen. You guys will be like, They said work husband, or you know that term that is now popular for some reason. People be like, "Oh, you're my work wife," or "You're my work husband," things like that. Um, it's like I do feel like you guys will meet in a professional setting. I also feel like you guys will. It's not just any job. This is like a career move, and it's like a big one, like a big career. Like it's like the type of career that you would probably retire at, because this is all you will ever need when it comes to your finances. Uh, the thing about it though, this person can't get you off their head though. In times where they're supposed to be busy, in times where they're supposed to be professional, they can't focus. They're showing me the Nine of Swords. They can't focus. It's like for you, it's like everybody else lacks color, right? It's everybody else is great, but you're the only one that shines like gold. Like, oh, like that's what they're making me feel. All eyes on you. All the time. I feel like when you first meet, you're gonna always feel somebody staring at you. I'm not gonna hold you. And you're gonna catch this person staring at you all the time. And this person's they're gonna play it off well though. Because once again, this is someone who's very good at hiding this. But yeah, I do see that they wanted to start off with the fact that a lot of you guys will be meeting this soulmate by way of some big career opportunity. Not small, big. Like this is like dream job, dream business endeavor, something that was huge that you've been wanting to achieve, you did. Like that. We have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is marriage, and this is what they're saying. They're saying that they will always dream about you, and the dreams will always be when us being married. Also, they see you as their ideal type, but they're never going to show it. I'm talking about before you guys get into a relationship. They'll never show that. They see you as their ideal type. Because they're showing me the Empress card, which is like my type. This is what I dreamt of. They will immediately see you as their intended spouse. Immediately. It will be immediate recognition. They will know that you're the one immediately. You won't. They will. This person will notice you before you notice them. This person will recognize you before you recognize them. This person will chase you. But they'll chase you, but in a way that it's not. It won't even be noticeable. Like it wouldn't. Like I feel like they know the balance of when it becomes okay, too creepy versus not doing anything at all. You know, they know the balance in between that. They know how to, make themselves known to you to where they leave an impression, but not too much to where now you're scared. You know what I mean? They know the balance. I don't know how, but they do. I get the sense that this is a very serious person. Like this is someone who's maybe like, if this is a man, this is a very macho, like strong, silent type. Yeah. But when they're with you, I get that you have a little bit more outgoing personality. You're the one who shines. You're the sun, and they would be like the moon. The picture, the image, kind of showcases that. This is the sun. This is the moon. Even through the expression, more serious, but engaged, intrigued, all eyes on you. You just being the bright, bubbly person that you are. This would be one of those things, once they do have you, it will be a quick proposal, quick wedding, that type of deal. They want to make, because it's one of those things where they're going to want to lock you down immediately. Which is contrast to how they're moving, though. It's because they don't want to scare you. I don't know why, but it feels like they may have a very intimidating presence. Maybe they come across as a loner or a lone wolf or a strong silent type. Maybe they come across as someone who looks like who's aloof, or just looks like someone that you do not want to mess with. And I think they know that, which is why they're careful. And I think they're going to continue to make baby steps. It's like day one, I saw her. I saw them. Day two, I held the door for them. Day three, I said hi. Day four, I said, my name is. Day five, day six, day seven, day eight, I grabbed lunch for him. You know, those type of baby steps. Because they want to be careful not to mess this up. Four of Pentacles. One thing about this person works a lot. I did get that this person is very successful as well, or will be very successful. I also get that they work a lot. They do. And they're very good with money as well. It's like they make a lot of money, and maybe they don't really spend or take too much time to spend and really enjoy the money that they've made. But I also feel like this is a classic case of someone who's going to be very protective over you as well. Once they have you, they will lock it down. They're adamant about that. That's what they're saying. Once they have you, they will lock it down. I do see, it's like getting to that point, it's going to be a slow burn because they're trying not to scare you. They're trying not to mess things up. They're afraid that you could possibly reject them. But once it's established that the energy is being reciprocated, we both want each other, we both want this. I do see quick lockdown is defined by however you want to define it. Lockdown could mean marriage. It can mean moving in. It could even mean having children. Whatever lockdown is to you and this person, that will happen rather quickly once they have you. And we have the Chariot card. This is move, and I love this depiction because this is your hands, this is their hand, this is what you guys are both holding. What's interesting is I feel like this is an offer. This is a love offer, and they're waiting to make the move towards you. Waiting to finally take this step. This hand is yours on the bottom, and that's you finally reciprocating it. But the offer for love for them has always been available for you to have. They move in a way that's very discreetly. I feel like they will always know, like, yo, this is the goal. Like, I know what I'm doing. They know what they're doing. They know what the goal is. They have an agenda. And you will kind of be oblivious until you're not oblivious. And that's when you'll know. But the Chariot card also indicates that spirit's involved and that you guys will be completely different. For me, I feel like it's different in the sense of personality. Once again, one is the sun, one is the moon. I do feel like this person, this soulmate of yours, is the moon, as in the more deep, introspective, silent. While you, I get more the sun, as in outgoing. Of course, it could flip. It's that type of opposites attract type of deal. But spirit is involved. Spirit is spirit is keeping you guys together as well, and making sure that the show still goes on. The show goes on the road. You know what I mean? The show, despite the obstacles that may occur, still happens. This is someone who will also be perfectly fine with just being your friend. And once again, they're your friend because they know what comes next. So this may be someone who may start off as a friend, and I do feel like it will, because you guys will be work friends. And I think they'll also be privy and maybe even witness like of your dating life, and maybe see you go through other individuals of love. And they're okay with being your friends during those times because, once again, they have an agenda, and they feel like, yo, this is not gonna last, but I'll play my part for now. Because I know that we're endgame. We also have the moon. So this is also Pisces energy, which would make a lot of sense. If not, Scorpio. I'm not getting Cancerian of all the water signs, but this is someone with a lot of emotion, but I'm not getting Cancerian. If they do have Cancerian, it will probably be a moon. If not a moon, somewhere in the chart. But I don't get rising. I don't get sun either. But the moon card here signifies that this person is actually very intuitive. I think if they told you everything that they felt during your first meeting, or during the period where they're trying to court you, you would think they're crazy. But spirit's like, they're not crazy. They have intuitive knowledge that you are the one. They may not know why. They feel it. It's inexplicable. They just know. This person could be actually quite psychic as well. This person has a lot of vivid dreams about you. I think before meeting you, they may have had these dreams because those dreams indicated that you were coming into their life. But I believe those dreams had, like, it was like from the neck down, if that makes sense. Like they knew that they were with their soulmate in the dream, but they never saw your face, if that makes sense. Like you never had a face. They never had a good depiction of your face because that wasn't supposed to be revealed yet. But you guys obviously will meet, and we will finally be able to put a face to the mysterious person in the dream. But they dream about you a lot, and when they do dream about you, you are their spouse. We have the wasp. Anger, retaliation, and jealousy. What can I say about that, huh? What I do know, though, is people say, oh, a little jealousy is always good. In this case, yeah. Although this person is a master of hiding how they truly feel about you, there will always be little slip-ups. I just feel like you are going to be a little bit too oblivious. Because you're going to have other things in your life. You're going to have, I feel, other suitors as well. Like you're going to be having other things in your life to where the very obvious clues are going to go over your head. Until it doesn't. Until maybe someone brings it to your attention. Like, did you notice how this person got a little bit too upset than normally a friend would when you told them that someone hurt you? You know? I have to tell you this. And maybe this is going to be something that be a little bit problematic in the future. This is not someone you want to mess with when it comes to you. Dead ass. Cut the cameras. Like they will turn up real quick about you. They do not play about you. And I say this with a tiny caution because yes, that will show. That will play a part in the relationship. Even during times in which even during times when your soulmate really has no reason to act that way, even though they're coming from a great place, but it's about the balance, and that's something that they probably will have to learn. But needless to say, uh, you ain't got nothing to worry about when it comes to. I don't think this will be a. I don't think this is an issue when it comes to people trying to bully you. People trying to, in any case, disrespect you. In any case where people disagree with you. I'm not going to say this person is a yes. This would be a yes man or a yes woman, like someone who's just like blinded. But they just believe in you. You know? And it's like, for you, it's like you are the epitome of pure. You are the epitome of what is love. Like, it's like there's no other way. There's no way where you could ever be wrong. So that's why I get the sense that this person is also saying, I don't want anything bad to ever happen to you. How could it? How could anything bad ever happen to you? Trust. Yeah, so your soulmate is also saying that they will witness you date other people. But this person is psychic. I think this person will also maybe even tell you if you become aware of their feelings for you, which I don't believe will happen early on in the friendship. But this person is psychic, and they will say, yo, me and you will end up together. We're endgame. And I think maybe it will start off as wishful thinking for them, but they're actually psychic. So this is to say, trust. We will be the end game. So it's okay. You can go date this person for now. But it's with me you'll be with for the rest of your life. I just hope it doesn't come across as if, like I said, that's why I feel like they're going to keep a lot of this a secret, because I feel like if they verbally stated a lot of this, especially early on during the connection, it can come across as crazy. Especially if you have no inkling of feelings or emotion for them. But this person is very, very smart. Very, very calculated. They move very discreetly. They plan ahead. They think before they say things. They think before they act. They analyze each and everything that they do to make sure it doesn't come across a certain way. And they will infiltrate, they said, your friend group as a way for them to finally get closer to you. Goddess of the Moon. Once again, very psychic, this person. Highly intuitive. Highly connected with their emotional their feminine energy. Heightened emotional capabilities. Very introspective. Also to be honest, they don't do this with everybody. They've never done this before. This is going to be their first time ever doing something like this. Very unorthodox of them, because they're very much, you know, they're saying they're very much traditional, very, very like I don't know, maybe by traditional they meant like, hey, you want to go out? I know we don't know each other, but one date, instead of trying to really, you know, enter their life and really allow it to burn slowly. Let the fire burn slowly and allow it to gradually ignite bigger. They must have another way of doing it, another way. And I think it's maybe history has shown that the way they've done it before, what didn't work, or maybe it's because, once again, they find to be like, this is a rare opportunity, this is a golden opportunity. I can't mess this up. I gotta handle this with care. And I don't know how they know it's rare. I don't know how they know you're rare. I don't know how they know that you are a gem. But they do. They are very traditional when it comes to like commitment. So this is someone who absolutely feels it's like how can I say? Marriage. They have marriage on the brain when dating. Also, if this is a man, they're someone who feels it like traditional gender roles when it comes to masculinity. So this is your provider. This is someone who feels that they should provide and work, like that type of person. Very hands-on, handyman, like those type of traditional masculine traits. This is something that they would possess. If this is a woman, it will be traditional gender roles in that sense, where whatever roles that's typically associated with women or femininity, such as, you know, being nurturing, cooking, things like that. Once again, this is like very covert, the way that they are maneuvering into your life, and they will be under the radar for a lot of the times until they're not. They'll know when to make a move. They'll know. They'll strategize. Like I said, this is that type of person. Flirt. See, the thing is, let's not be confused here. Pile number 4. This will not be one of those cases in which, oh, I'm not attracted to them, but they're attracted to me. It'll be like, no, I'm attracted to them too, but they are more attracted to you. Like, no, it's like, I'm attracted to them. I'm speaking on you in your point of view. I'm attracted to them, but they're really attracted to me. Like that. So there will be a mutual flirtatious type of thing going on, but it'll be very subtle, because this is how this person maneuvers, because they don't want to scare you off. I'm also getting that you, and that, 'cause the reason why they keep bringing up that you will be dating other people as well while knowing this person, I do believe you, when you meet this person, you could be in a relationship already. Which could explain the covertness and the stealth mode that they keep doing. Because they still want to be respectable. So it'll be very playful, very light, until it isn't anymore. Until it's hot and heavy. But this is indication that there will be a mutual attraction. There'll be a mutual attention, but it just won't be of the same of the same magnitude. It feels. Yeah. This person is psychic. I keep saying that. This person is psychic. And maybe it's not psychic in the sense where they prophetic as it, well, it is prophetic in the sense that they will know that you guys will be together. It's for them, that's prophecy. But it's more so like, you know, they're not someone who's like, you know, well, I predict that in year 2023 that, you know, this and this was going to happen as far as the world. Like, not like that in the grand scheme of things. They're talking about, like, I'm talking about they're psychic when it comes to this connection. We have El Moria, awakening presence. This is third eye chakra. All seeing. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak. I'm sorry. Wear a what? Wear a cloak of protection and love. The word cloak is no mistake. It's no coincidence. Everything about this person has been very covert, very stealth, very secret agent. Pile number 4, darlings. Hate to break it to you, but you will have no clue for the majority of the time. You will have not a clue. And once again, it's because you have other things going on in your life, which I also feel like there could be a relationship that you're going to be in or going to be experiencing other suitors while this person is, you know, on the sidelines plotting. Because you would have to have that third eye in tip-top shape. But I think this person's just too good at keeping that a secret. And the only time you'll know, or the only time that you'll figure it out is when this person lets you figure it out. When this person gives something away purposely to let you know something. That's the only time. Once again, this person is always going to keep tabs on you, but not like in a, once again, in a very, you know, how can I say, not in like a narcissistic way. This person is always going to like always watch you and always watch over you, always want to protect you. But it won't be suffocating. Not like that. This person once again knows the balance. I don't know how he knows or how they know the balance. I don't know how they know. I think they just intuitively know the balance. The exact measure to take to let you know that it's coming from a place of love, not from a place of possession or obsession or narcissism. They're operating from love each and every time. Which is why the universe is like, you have no other choice but to back this person up. They're not, everything that they're doing is from their love for you. We have in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. Everything is going according to plan. Everything will always go according to plan. According to your soulmate's plan. Yeah. Spirit's like, yep. Wow. So, I feel like this soulmate has some things to say. So we're gonna give this person the floor and see what would they like to divulge. Probably not a lot, because they want to give too much away, knowing them. So yeah, soulmate, for pile number 4, what is it that you want to share and say to your soulmate? Oh, finally they speak. Once again, you're not going to have a clue. You're not going to have a clue until you do. Until this person gives one to you. Purposely. Drop breadcrumbs for you. This person will always see you as their partner. Will always see the future with you. Always. No matter who you're with at the time, they will always see us. Now, here we go. We got the Emperor in reverse. Extremely protective. That's going to be the challenge, because they do know the balance. It's just that sometimes it can go a little bit overboard. Sometimes. Not all the time. But once again, they are typical I really get masculine energy with this person. I'm not going to hold you. Because there's been plenty of times when I've been trying to say the pronoun he keeps wanting to come out of my mouth. But excuse me if that's not what you're attracted to. But masculine energy, regardless, transcends the vessel of male or female. If this is a man, they will be the archetype of also what society feels a man should be. This is a provider. This is a protector, once again. This is someone who will be, whatever they do in their career, they will make good enough money for you as well, like for them and you. They're playing chess. Look at that chess piece. They're saying, I'm playing chess. You're playing checkers. They're strategists. And when you have a clue, it was because I gave it to you. I left it there for you. They're saying I will move covertly until I take that chance. Until I know that, I'm gonna give it all. I'm gonna lay it all out on the floor. And it's gonna be unexpectedly with the Tower card here. Unexpected. May even be shocking. Because I do feel like this person for a long time is going to be in your friend circle or going to be a friend for you. And for them, it's like, I'm only your friend because I've only been your friend this entire time because I know that we are going to be spouses. So for them, it's not going to be as shocking, but for you, it might be. But this is just speaks, these two cards together speaks about how the timing is unexpected, but they will know. It will be planned out for them. But I think even themselves, they won't know when they'll do it until they intuitively feel it's right. But they'll intuitively, it's like they'll know, but they may not have like, okay, I'll do this on September the 3rd. Like, not like that. But they'll just intuitively know when it's time, when it's coming, when it's getting closer and closer, by how they feel. And I will always love you. Always. I'm only loyal to you. The only way this relationship will end is if you want it to. I will do everything, this person is saying, I will do everything to make you happy. Anything to make you happy. And if by some chance you do not want to be with this person, I will still love you. The last card that we have shark. take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. We have a spoiler here. One of their love language is absolutely gift giving. Besides the fact that they're very much a protector, but they are absolutely a provider. They will go broke for you if it means giving you the things that you want or giving you things that they feel that you deserve. Lovely. One of my favorites for sure. There you have it. Pile number 4. I hope that you enjoyed this. I did. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your vessel for this reading and other readings that you may have watched on this channel, on this platform. I really do appreciate it. I had so much fun, and I am wishing you all the blessings to come for you and towards you expeditiously, maybe even overnight. Can we get overnight shipping on that ass? And I love you. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey here on Kenny Tarot. Goodbye.